everybody, my name is Wes. I'm here with my good friend Ben, the dragon furry. Say hello, Ben.
Hello.
And today I am tainting him with a brony called Daniel Sobel. He is a funny PDF, so like gloves off. But hey, pump up them numbers as Jellywood would say, and subscribe. That would be quite awesome. Let's get on to Dan Sobel. So this is a wonderful start to the video. Quite wonderful. I don't think the furry community claims the bronies, do they? Or is that like an outside thing?
Depends on who you ask.
Depends on who you ask. What's the average standpoint on that? Any idea?
No, it's really just depends on who you ask.
It's a crapshoot. Okay, well, on to Dan Sobel.
Buddy, I am not very happy right now, all because of Dan Sobel. And Dan Sobel turns out to be as a. But before I start, if you guys like Dan Sobel, or any of you guys haven't seen him, I suggest you don't trust him or support him. And if you're friends with Dan Sobel again, you'll be blocked or banned from my channel and social media for good.
Calm down, Tiger. You're giving me lolcow vibes yourself. I might have to
Oh
look into you
no.
next. Welcome back into our deplorable look into the man-child that is Dan Sobel, the Blues Clues PDF weirdo we started recently looking.
Please tell me he's not he's attracted to Blues Clues. Please tell me that's not true.
I think I'd be 3 videos into it, and definitely looking like I'll at least make 4. And since he's fairly active, 5 or 6 might come down the pipeline eventually too. But with that said, this video is going to be looking at a lot of the weird allegations and strange things he does toward children, minors if you will. So strap in for a bumpy ride because it's going to be an interesting one.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dan. Now, you all
Oh,
remember why
no.
I'm back. Well, after being grounded by my dad for the last 3 weeks, I'm going to be setting up a better example.
Okay, question. Your opinion. Is it better if that's a roleplay thing, or is it better if that's a real thing?
Which one? Sorry, I'm missing a little context.
The fact that he was grounded by his dad for 3 weeks. Is it better if it's a weird roleplay thing, or is it better if it's true? Both of them are something weird with how old he like seems to be.
Let's just pretend it's a weird roleplay thing.
Okay.
And
It'd be better for both of our sanities.
After
Fair
being
enough.
grounded for the last 3 weeks for bad behavior. I mean, you all are right, because I brought it all to myself for doing all the bad things for the last 5 years ago, but no one else did. Now, to tell you what I have learned after being grounded for the last 3 weeks.
Now, keep in mind, Dan Sobel
I find it so weird that he kept on mentioning I've been grounded for the last 3 weeks.
This is his life. He's being grounded off the internet by his father because he sent angry letter videos to people. And obviously, the PDF stuff doesn't help either. But hey, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Let's get back into it.
I've learned that I should never pick up after anybody on social media. I've learned that wishing someone an unhappy birthday is very heartless, and it could ruin people's birthdays and make people mad.
Please tell me that's just him, like... I don't know if him being serious about that is better in my mind, or if that's just some type of weird roleplay thing again. I'm sorry, just because it's mean to say I wish you an unhappy birthday.
I hope both sides of your pillow are hot. It's pretty much saying that.
Yeah, it's like inconsequential. Yes, it's like, it's not as mean as like slapping somebody across the face, but like, he's like 20, 30 years old and acting like this, brother.
As well as celebrating a people's retirement, which is very heartless, which is the thing that I've learned.
So
Celebrating
this is him
somebody's
acknowledging
retirement?
Everything he's learned after being grounded, and his apology video for the PDF stuff, the racism stuff, and all the other stuff. And you'll notice he's gonna apologize one by one, saying he learned not to do this, not to do that. But the strange thing is he never apologizes for the PDF stuff. Very strange indeed. Maybe it's because he
enjoyed it.
And he's gonna keep doing it.
Vomiting mouth.
Boy.
I've learned that I'm going to be thinking clearly before saying something.
Guys, I'm thinking clearly. Look at me. I'm thinking clearly.
I am never going to be using using racism anymore ever since that was back in 2021, because I've learned my lesson for using racism.
Wait, racism that was
because
back
I
in
don't wanna use that,
2021?
or
Huh?
else I might end up beaten up by someone.
I think it's pretty much common sense to know that racism is a bad thing. But clearly, Dan is only apologizing because he knows he would get in trouble or beat up for saying racist stuff, not because
He
he is
looks like a
remorseful for it
basement
and
dweller
harm that could
neckbeard.
cause other people. No, he doesn't
He
care
probably
about
still
other
lives in
people, he
his
just cares
mom's
about
basement.
himself. I've even
Yeah, I
noticed
mean, he was
some
grounded
comments
by
on
his
some of these
dad,
locale
so
videos where
if
when
the
I
shoe
mention
fits.
somebody does something racist, they'll act like that's not a big deal. Sure, these people might be PDFs, they might be assaulters, abusers of all kind, but racism is just another terrible thing to add on there. To act like it's not anything or lesser is kind of wild in my opinion. I mean, do you run around calling people with a hard R? Do you run around calling people N-words? I don't
Totally,
think so,
every
because you know
day,
the
guys.
consequences. So if there
I'm
are people
totally
doing
being
that, they should definitely
serious.
be called out for it.
And also, the most important thing that I've learned is that telling the truth is way better than lying, and it would set me free. Also, for what I've learned about
Brother, how old are you? That seems like something a 6-year-old would say after they got punished for the first time. They can actually think for once. Not
Maybe they're mentally sick.
he's transageist. Yes.
what you thought about me telling people to shove middle fingers up their private areas.
What's that, brother?
Or what I've learned about it. Well, it is disgusting and it makes you sick, which I regret for telling people
Have a middle
to shove
finger up your
fingers up
butt.
their private areas.
Guess
And
what?
it is
I'm not
very
disgusting
disgusting, and it
Ursa.
makes people
Okay,
sick,
shut up.
And that is what I've learned. And everything that I did on Belisaro's Google Meet back in 2020, which I'm not going to mention, that's something I regret for what I did in front of Hamudia John back in the day. And from now on, since Hamudia John is a dead topic, I am no longer roasting him anymore, since he's old news to me at the point. And yeah, speaking about picking up after people on social media 24/7, without being said, there will be no more message videos. There will be no more commentary videos, no rant videos, no exposing
Well,
videos,
just no more videos for me.
call-out
That'd make me
videos,
really
and no more
happy, like
statement
actually.
videos out of bad people, because picking up after someone would get someone
Yeah,
hurt.
but that'd be too
Now,
easy.
we're gonna get what he did to good old John here, but
Oh,
from what I
gosh, that
understand,
face
and
needs
there's
to
a
be
video later
trimmed.
on, severely blurred by the way, of where good old Danny boy here pulled
Yeah,
a
hey, at least my beard's
Cyrax, where he came on
fabulous.
stream and started flinging
As
his
long as
wig
it's
wham
manicured
around, showing his booty
and not
cheeks,
unkempt like
completely
that.
in the nude for everybody to see. And apparently he's done this more than once. Honestly, I don't know what it is with these locales where they feel like they need to expose
Ew.
themselves online for whatever reason, but it's getting downright disturbing, and I'm tired of having to do all this editing to blur it out.
Dan Sobel, we all know that what you did to that girl, say that you got a girl like that, talk about you gonna cut out her, you got a girl to cut out her oh, that is totally dumb, man. Especially you messing with these goddamn minors on social media, man. Can you do something?
I'm just saying, oh, sorry, chat, that wasn't supposed to happen. I'm just saying, what Dan Sobel said sounds like something the previous guys would say that were on Kick.
Yeah.
I already forgot those lowlifes' names already, but that just seems like something they would say.
Yeah, it really does.
Besides watching baby shows, doing the Blues Clues dance and stuff, or do a TikTok dance with a wig on your head and stuff. Whatever you do, man. I heard that you go to the gym, but you're not in workouts. And
He doesn't
second
look
of
like he
all
goes to the
about
gym.
you is, why would you record yourself putting your clothes on? You came on there on your channel and your damn.
Oh yeah, last I remember, Dan Sobel, he did Blues Clues reviews on the Blues Clues TV show as an adult.
But why?
And just look at him. He looks like a generic brony.
Putting on your clothes, showing the view that, hey, I'm finna put my clothes on, showing everything. Nobody don't want to see that. That is so damn gross, man. What is not even a minor kid or a little kid don't want to see a 25-year-old grown man half naked on TikTok or YouTube or whatever social media you own, man. Like my friend Jack said, grow up, man. Get out of the kids zone. Get out of the kids world, okay? All right? Go out or do something. Go out, fight a job. Go out, meet some people around your age. Okay.
Go touch
I know I
grass.
showed that last
Exactly.
clip in the previous episode, but this one was extended a bit more because I think it's pretty pertinent and one of the more articulate videos from this corner of YouTube. I will eventually go deeper into that whole physical media world. It's just so much to take on, and almost every single character I've stumbled upon is low-key a locale themselves. But it's hard to find some of the clips of these allegations, so that one being reused was kind of a must. Next is going to be that clip I was talking about where, you know, unfortunately this guy brings out his willy and shows it to the world.
Dude. Come on. It's not hard to do this not with a camera on, not in Discord, and not on stream. It's not hard not to do this.
Yeah.
I hate the fact I'm imagining he's just doing the helicopter for everybody.
I think a lot of people don't really understand why it's such a big deal to do stuff like
Yes,
that
a
because you never
classic.
know who's actually watching. That live stream is literally
Oh,
public to the world.
he's so
Any child
guilty.
can click on that. Anybody could just happen to stumble upon it. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't even have to be that deep. You could be watching this and hey, your
You
niece
can't
walks
be
by,
that deep.
your daughter walks by, your son, etc. It's literally that simple.
So
I
Twilight
mean-
Sparkle basically has a big brother
Actually, no, that's the fucked
named
up joke I
Shining
was gonna
Armor,
make. Never mind.
and she's also friends with a princess named Princess Cadence.
What?
She always teaches us how to do
We're
this
talking about
dance,
MLP.
you know, the sunshine
Oh
dance.
no, I'm not
Well,
autistic enough
it's
for this.
basically kind of like it's
If
kinda like
we need
this.
PISM with MLP, I can go get my
Sunshine,
boyfriend.
ladybugs
I'm
away,
good, I don't
clap
need that.
your toes and do a little shake.
Life
Oh,
is pain and
no.
this existence is futile. What the heck am I watching here, guys? What are we doing? There's just something more and more
I don't
sickening
know
every
what we're
time I see
watching.
him do these little dances.
Bro
Not
likes to
only is
clap
he
clap, I
huge in the
guess.
Blue's Clues, of course he's a brony.
I hate that I said
you know what?
that.
I'm not even gonna say the
Oh.
whole politically
I
correct.
don't
Do
want
your
you to
thing,
ever
brother,
say that
nah. Being a
again.
brony's weird. I
I'm
don't
so
care.
sorry.
Stuff's weird
I
to me,
subjected
man.
you
This
guys to that.
Justine
I am
Uncle
so
Swampy
sorry.
D beefing with the damn bronies. 2025 taking turns none of us ever expected. Anyways, let's keep watching this. Dan Sobel is so
Every time I've
weird.
heard
Like,
someone say
I
that,
really
it's just
wish we could get
never
people
just
like
sounded
this
right.
away from
Yeah,
children's
I can
shows
agree.
and games, because everything you're about to see him do is 100% aimed toward children, and nobody can convince me otherwise.
Hello, it's me, Dan's
Where'd
Magic
my
Club,
overlay go?
and today
Oh,
we're going to be reviewing this PC game
no.
from Blue's Clues called Blue's Reading Time Activities. Steve wanted us
Oh,
to help
no.
us make up some
Why?
newspapers for the Big News Gazette. So, first off, Mailbox.
I'm sorry, we should be
wanted
questioning
us to
anybody that
help
reviews
fix
children's stuff
a
like this as
pig
an
at the
adult.
farm. So, for my rating of this
Yeah,
PC
I
game,
can get
especially
spot
Blue's
checking
Clues.
before you give something to a kid, but anybody can expect Blue's Clues is gonna be fine.
Bye bye.
So I find it weird
Yeah.
that he's doing video game reviews of,
I mean,
of course, once again, children's
there
games.
is a few
and on top of that,
acceptable
he shows
examples.
No gameplay footage because he probably
I'm
doesn't
talking
own
like
the
from a
game.
verified
He puts his phone on his
publisher.
phone showing a screenshot from
Yeah,
Google
I know,
Images.
but
It's a very interesting and super
there's
lazy
some-
way of doing content.
Some shows
but I
do
don't
have quite
expect
deep
much
meanings,
more
and
from
if children
Dan at this
understand
point.
them, it
And
could
I
actually
doubt
mess
that
them
any
up.
of you expect much more than this
Okay.
either. For locales
Moving
to put
on
in
from
any sort
that.
of effort that isn't the bare freaking minimum is like asking for $1,000 to spawn in your hand right now. It's just not gonna happen.
Here's a story about a grumpy bug.
The Grumpy Bug by Robert Shaw.
Oh,
And
come
narrated by Sandra
on.
Bernhard. Once there was a
Oh,
really,
please,
really
Burnus.
grumpy
Burn it,
bug.
burn it,
So,
burn it.
if 5 green bottles hanging on the wall, then 1 would accidentally fall, there will be 4 green bottles hanging on the wall.
It's time to get ready for bed.
Wow! Did you say it's time to get ready
Dude,
for
but
bed?
this is just a creep. Adults don't do this. Non-creep adults don't do this.
Yeah.
My bunny slipper.
You could have like done this dance to something else and put it on TikTok, and nobody
So
would
leave your
care.
nephews, your nieces, your sons, your daughters, any child for that matter, in any vicinity where this man can put his
Time to
fingers on,
copy him and
because
just
you know
name
he's
the
gonna do
short
the
doing a Daniel
absolutely
Sobel.
disgusting behavior you're seeing in these clips, man. You know, like I said, if this was just a mentally handicapped person living their life on the internet, I wouldn't be covering him, wouldn't be saying anything. But as we saw in episode 1, he's got this incredibly long, very spacey-minded apology video saying he did PDF stuff, racist stuff, and all kinds of other deplorable activities online, and that's where I have to draw the line and say, hey, this isn't just bullying some sort of autistic kid online, this is holding people accountable and making sure they don't do it again. And the easiest way to do that is to cover them and document them, so not only
Exactly.
Swampy D, but other YouTubers, other people in the community at large can make sure they're watching them as well. The more eyes on these people, the better, even though in turn it does give them a little infamy, and unfortunately gives them a little bit of an ego. But I mean, it's entertaining for us to watch.
Yes, I did do because I did tell
He's
Bella
saying that with
Harris
his
to stop my
chest,
middle
full
finger in her
chest.
private parts when she was young. Did show myself naked on a Google Meets, which is to 3 minors.
So the details Dan leaves out in his little apology there is that he was in a call, a Google meeting, something of the sort, with 3 people he knew were minors, and he was talking sexually, even undressing at one point, as you see, and he did it more than
Can we
once.
take a baseball
Getting
bat
dressed
to
in
his
front
head,
of them multiple
please?
times. And this
His
is why he would
big,
be labeled
fat
a
head.
weirdo. It gets deeper than that, and as
Give him
I
a good
learn more,
left and right
obviously I share
swing.
more with you in these videos, but I honestly don't think it gets any worse than that already. You're telling me that you knowingly hang out with minors online, and then on top of that, you're literally getting naked and talking sexual with them? Bro, that's what a PDF is. Sorry to break it to you.
No.
I'm Austin's father, and I have a message for Dan Sobel. First of all, I've been made to understand that you have been harassing and also bashing my son, Austin. I do
Not to take away from this, but I immediately noticed the phone in his pocket. That's a flip phone, and he has that open. That's so weird. Not to take away from what he's saying,
weird.
but that's
Maybe they're on a phone call.
Maybe.
First of all, you are not in a position to be telling people who to like, what to do, or how to do things. Okay? Let's get one thing straight. You are not someone else's boss. And opinion bashing and threatening to call the police on other people, unless you have a real good legal ground to do that, you have nothing. Basically, I want you to knock that stuff off, okay? Because if I continue to hear about you harassing my son, or anyone else for that matter, I will be having the authorities contacting you for harassment. And I have the means to do that too.
So, the Austin that he's talking
Just
about
do
in
it,
that clip
please.
there is the Austin Lee YouTube channel. From what I see, it's just a bunch of random stuff.
A lot of train
random
stuff.
clips of like buses and planes and just public transport
Yeah.
stuff. But it seems at one point or another, Austin would have some confrontations here with Dan, and Dan would send him some very not nice threats online, as he likes to do, and was trying to bully him and tell him what to do. So, what did Austin do? He got the best man he knew on the case, his dad. And goddamn, Pops really laid into him. There's actually a second one too, so let's jump into that.
This is a message for Dan Sobel. This is Austin's father. In my first video, I addressed you and your behavior and how you had harassed my son. End of that first video, I also gave you a warning. I said that if I needed to, I would contact the authorities and make a report about your online behavior, where you're harassing people, doing all sorts of other inappropriate things. You were sent a notification about that video. So either you chose to completely ignore it, ignore the notification, or you watched that video and chose to ignore my message. I'll tell you right now that you ignore my message at your own peril. I have gone back and I've looked at some of the videos that you have produced over at least the past year prior to your taking this supposed hiatus. And quite frankly, I'm very disgusted by what I see, how you rant and rave against other people. You tell them to go do certain things like, taking their fingers and doing you know what with it, or telling them to buy things. Why you Tell anyone to do that is beyond me. You are making death threats. At least 2 people that I know of from your videos. That's what I wish to address in this video right now. I told you, you are nobody's boss.
This is an
You do not
angry
have any
father.
authority or
He's
power.
so stoic when he's saying, but I can tell he's absolutely livid.
That's not your purview. Okay.
Man, Pops really be spitting on that one. Can't even really argue with anything he's saying, and he says a lot more, but he kind of runs in circles, so we're gonna cut it off there. We all know Dan is definitely a troublemaker out here on these YouTube streets. And just to show you how deplorable Dan actually is, because I know he looks like an innocent, autistic weirdo, and that's about it, and you're just hearing all these allegations and self-admissions, well, check this out.
Shut up, Michael. I don't care. I'm gonna put my middle finger on Eddie's. I don't care if he's a fucking minor or not.
Exactly.
But I still have rights to hate Devin Osborne and Vinny the social media guy for 2 reasons. Because Devin Osborne is a
You have a right to get a baseball bat to the head.
And if you're still friends
Full
with
force.
Allie Wilson, you can tell your friend Allie Wilson, I am going to drink her piss.
Excuse me.
How is that a
What the
threat?
fuck did you just say?
And since Charlie Janis is a minor, I'm gonna have to tell him to shove that middle finger up his privates.
Oh boy, it only gets worse from there too.
Excuse
only
me?
the surface, but we're gonna have to bring this episode to a close because I don't know how much more myself.
That was holy crap. No, not questionable. Dan Sobel needs to be thrown under a prison. And
You know, he's thrown in front of a bus.
yeah, his full chest. He said because a kid is a kid, I'm gonna tell him to shove his finger.
He just needs to be thrown under a bus.
And run over a couple of times. A good handful, if not 10. Please. Oh my gosh, somebody do a drift over him, please. That's so blindingly disgusting. Chat, it was great. I'm not gonna ask if you like this video, but like, please subscribe. Enjoy our pain, maybe. I stream places. Links in description.
I'm in
Original
Spain.
video link too. I'm in Spain without the ass for sure.
Same.
Bro said that with his full chest in public to the public to the underage. Well, see you guys. Bye.